to the Cinema Dash. As always, I'm Gabs.
And I'm Deej.
And,
we're fucking back, baby!
Yeah, we're back after a very long break. I don't really know what you want to talk about with the break. It's just because, I don't know.
It was, it was a culmination of things. It was, it was work, it was some personal stuff. And, hey, but we saw a couple movies.
Yeah.
And we're here to get the ball rolling once again.
Yep.
It's gonna be great. We got a couple more movies coming out soon that we're probably gonna go catch.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do with those.
But for now,
yeah,
we're gonna talk about this movie.
We're talking about Logan first.
Yeah, and this review's a little late.
Yeah,
but like, fuck it.
It's about a month late. Is it about a month late? It came out the 4th.
It came out like earlier this month. Yeah, it was like the 4th.
But by the time
it's 20 something days late. But who gives a shit?
I want to say like 19 days late. I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, as of the day we're recording.
We suck at math, so we do this shit.
Yeah. This is enter how many days late depending on when this releases.
Yeah.
But as a recording, it's about like 19ish.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks.
Right.
So whatever. Anyway, we saw Logan.
Yeah, we did.
We're talking about it now.
I hope so.
I mean, I was just saying we can just kind of like mind read it to them.
We're just gonna sit here for half an hour in silence.
Put my forehead up to the mic and just be like,
"Oh,
get all that?"
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah. So Logan, man, this was actually my most hyped movie of the year.
It probably was
so
everyone's
far.
most hyped movie of the year.
Yeah. Because me, like, it was all because like it's been weird actually because like. For the past couple years, my most anticipated movie hasn't been like Star Wars. Like for 2015, it was Mad Max. For last year, it was actually it was probably Star Wars last year because nothing really grabbed my attention like that. And then did you just turn my PS4 on?
I did it again.
And you ejected.
I thought you downloaded
Jesus
Andromeda.
Christ, no, I didn't. Anyway,
Andromeda?
I actually got Andromeda. I'm just gonna unplug that. All right, there we go. Fix that problem.
Shit.
Anyway. But yeah, and then this year it was Logan. It's not the last. Well, now it's the Last Jedi after I saw Logan. But I'm hyped. I was really hyped for Logan when it was about to come out. And plus, Hugh Jackman's been a part of my life for very. We've been dating for a really long time. And he's been a part of my life, and he's my date. He's my date. But like no, seriously though, like what? It's been 17 years, I think it was. About 17 years since he came onto the big screen as Wolverine, and he's the perfect embodiment of the character, really. And his last outing.
He's not the perfect Wolverine. He's not like the perfect like embodiment of Wolverine because like there's obviously differences.
The height and stuff.
Yeah, but if you when you think of Wolverine, you think of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he's the first guy that pops into my head.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd say that like an Italian.
I don't know why. I don't fucking know why either. But he's Hugh Jackman, Jew Hackman. And,
sorry.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, but he's been a part of my life. He's been a part of my childhood and my formative years for a very long time. And it's his last outing as Wolverine, and I was really hyped to see this movie. What about you?
I've never been a really big fan of the X-Men movies. I think the first one I ever saw was I think in theaters was Origins.
Boy, what a great way to start.
Hey, you know what? I got some Twitter beef with a friend of mine from school about liking Origins Wolverine.
You like Origins Wolverine?
It's a passable movie. You know what? Because here's my problem with it. I kind of want to do a video on it too, because like everyone's pissed. Everyone doesn't like it because of Deadpool in it, because they shut him up.
That's not the only reason, my guy.
But what else is? I don't understand it.
All right, here's the deal.
Because that's my understanding. That's all it is.
Here's the deal. Have you seen it since the time you saw it in the theaters?
It's always on FX, so yeah.
You have. Okay. Yeah. So, is the CGI not terrible?
Yeah, I don't think it really like catches.
Dude, you don't.
It doesn't catch my eye or anything.
Don't tell me that the first time he like breaks out his claws, right? Like the part where he's in the bathroom, like. That should have been when he's in the bathroom.
No, not the bathtub of like whatever water, and then he's like infusing it of the. Oh, you're talking about the actual like.
No, like when he's at the old person's house.
Sure.
Remember he remember like they found him.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I'm like, okay.
There's the one part where he like breaks out his claws, right, and like. Because like that scene already breaks continuity with like the entirety of his character. Because like in the first X-Men movie, Storm was like, "Oh, does it hurt whenever you like break out your claws? And he was like, every time.
No.
So then like in this time when he does it, he's like, fing, 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 and then he like cuts the thing open. Like that should have been like such like an emotional scene. Like he should have been like writhing in pain because it was like the first time it like goes through his knuckles and shit. And then like
This is like the steel. This is the steel ones, but he
Yeah.
he opened them up before in the bathtub. Remember when he's getting the metal injected into him?
that proves my point. Then he should have been in immense pain then too.
I mean, yeah, he was screamed out of the bathtub.
No, but he was all like, "Arrgh!" But like that's not a pain scream. That was like a I'm fucking in here scream. All right, whatever. This is a different video for a different time. Origins is a bad movie. They sewed up Deadpool's mouth. Fuck them.
Yeah, but that's everyone's argument that Deadpool was shut up in the movie, and that's why it's bad. I don't get any other explanation.
You know what? I want to rewatch it with you because I think I actually have it on DVD. God knows why.
I do as well.
I want to rewatch it with you, and then I want to do a Cinema Dash or Cinema Trash on it, depending on how our opinions change. I know mine's not going to change, but depending on how your opinion changes, let's do a Cinema Dash or Cinema Trash on it just for
I feel like with Cinema Trash, I feel like, and this is kind of let's talk. This is like a behind the scenes talk here.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if we know it's going to be a bad movie, we'll label it a Cinema Trash review. But if we know it's going to be a good one, it's going to be a Cinema Dash.
I agree.
But
hey, let's talk about Logan.
yeah. Anyway, Logan. Yeah, I was pretty hyped for this movie. I knew it was going to be R. I'm like, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And then the movie came out. I have my opinion on it. It's different from everyone else's, so there's that.
That's not that different.
Do you know anyone else has the same opinion as mine?
Well, I thought you said it was a good movie. I thought you said you really liked it.
It's okay. It's
okay.
It's
alrighty.
I have, like I said, I said this on Twitter. There's proven fact there that if they all had like, if they're all like, I think it was like, I saw like, my one friend who tweeted at me. I think it was like The Verge or something. Had like they posted a picture of like the scores from Rotten Tomatoes of the Wolverine standalone movies. So like Origins Wolverine's at like a 20 something, then like The Wolverine's at like a 66, and then Logan's at like a 90 something.
Yeah, it's at a 97.
So I tweeted and I quote, if all those scores were 66, like for Origins Wolverine, The Wolverine, and Logan, I wouldn't be mad. In fact, I would agree with it. That's my opinion. I think they're all at the same level. Yeah, fucking roast me. Put me on.
Alright, okay. Let me get this straight.
Boy.
Boy, this might be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get this straight. You're telling me that you are coming into my home and telling me that Logan could have been on the same plateau as X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I just thought
You are saying that to my face right now.
Look, I made this point before. I don't know why you're reacting like this now. It's just because it's a fucking microphone. It's gonna go on YouTube later.
I was equally as pissed off when he said it to me, though.
But I don't know what you want me to do. I just like all the movies equally.
You're gonna
But
sit
they're all-
there and
they're all
tell
not
me.
bad, but they're
You're
all-
gonna sit there and tell me that Logan has the same character development, has the same quality of action scenes, has the same beautiful cinematography, has the same performances as X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I mean, no, but like.
Then how is that a 66?
I don't know.
How is that a 66?
I mean,
compared to how are they both 66s?
Okay. Origins Wolverine, while not a good movie to everyone, didn't bore me as much as Logan.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Because in
Mostly
Logan,
because
because
the
in
second
Logan,
act-
it's like 85%. I'm old. I'm gonna die. And like, fuck this kid. I don't know where she came from.
All right.
And the rest is actually good action scenes.
You know what? Let's just get into the good and the bad. We can have our argument there. So let's start off. You will agree with me though that there was more good than bad in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then my only real gripe with it is fucking boring.
Okay.
It's really boring.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the good, and let's just get the obvious.
Nick might actually agree with me that it's actually just a good movie.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie.
It's definitely a good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just.
Oh no, I know you're not saying it's bad.
It's not a bad movie by any means.
No.
It's good. I personally feel it's just okay.
Okay.
So like just like the Wolverine. The Wolverine's not a bad movie. it might not be a good movie, but it's just an okay movie.
Wolverine was a good movie up until like the last 20 minutes, because that's when it got like ridiculous.
And then we get to Origins Wolverine, and I'll say it once and I'll say it again. It's not a bad movie. It's also not a good movie. It's just an okay movie.
All right.
They're all just okay movies.
I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Like, I've seen Origins Wolverine so many times, and I don't see what the problem is.
Okay. We're gonna, because you would agree that before we started this channel, and even in like the early stage of this channel, you now know more about how to critique a movie now than you did back when Origins Wolverine and then like when we first started the channel came out, right?
Because like I've also been to college, and we also have like those critical analysis classes, and I've also written papers on critical analysis on stuff, but. I still don't see the difference. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't see why this is a bad movie.
I just want you to take your newfound skill,
yeah,
and I want you to apply it to X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, what's a movie that you haven't seen in a very long time that you remember being excellent?
A movie that I haven't seen.
A movie that you haven't seen, or not excellent, but you remember being like really good. A movie that you haven't seen in a very long time.
That's a head scratcher there, buddy. Like nostalgia wise, or just like
just anything. Just sure nostalgia, or you just remember it being very good. Not like the nostalgia circle jerk, like when somebody's just like, oh, this movie was amazing, and then like
oh, Pokemon in the first movie's Mewtwo Strikes Back. That's a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah,
that's like the nostalgia circle.
Obviously, there's an error with that now because I'm older and I'm not 10 and like Pokemon as much. But
I'll give an example right now. I adore the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. It's fucking terrible.
Oh, I mean,
but
I'm not a big fan of the Power Rangers, but still, like,
I'll look at it through rose-tinted glasses, but
I mean. Like when you ask me that kind of question, I'm thinking like nostalgically because I also really like The Big Fat Liar with Paul Giamatti.
All right, no, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. Big Fat Liar. Okay. So when you watch The Big Fat Liar and he jumped into that pool and his skin came out blue, looking like a fucking Smurf mixed with the Blue Man Group, you're all right. So
you get another blue guy. He's like medium height.
Make the blue trifecta. Yeah. So
you're telling me if the Blue Man Group fucked Smurfs, you get blue Paul Giamatti.
Fuck Smurf, but then also mixed it with the sperm of I'm Blue aliens from the video.
First off, it's not Smurf, it's the Smurfs. Like they're all boys, so I don't know. Like it's gonna
be Smurfette would like a word with you.
Yeah, but you said Smurf as in like
singular Smurf,
like a Smurf.
A Smurf.
Okay. Like
solitary Smurf.
Solitary.
All right, so Big Fat Liar, right?
Yeah.
So you got Big Fat Liar. So you haven't seen that in a really long time, right?
I haven't seen it since. I probably haven't seen Big Fat Liar since my cousin was living in the apartment in like those apartment kind of buildings more toward Pompton Lakes. You know where they are? Like when you're going into Pompton Lakes, Pompton Plains, like where that one Blockbuster used to be, the really big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like the circle, and there's like the triangle there where you go. Like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I probably haven't watched it since I was there, and that probably was like when I was like 6 or 7.
All right, this is perfect then. But you remember Big Fat Liar being a good movie.
I mean, I liked it when I was a kid, but it's kind of nostalgic.
It doesn't matter because you haven't watched it in a very long time and you thought it was good.
Yeah.
So now take your skill, take your criticism skills,
okay,
and apply it. I will bet you $50 that when you watch Big Fat Liar now, you'll turn it off after the first 25 minutes.
25 minutes?
25 minutes.
I now that you say that, I'm gonna watch the whole thing no matter what. So deal.
Right? Yeah. But no. All right. So. Back to Logan. Let's talk about the good first, and let's get like the good out of the way. So action sequences.
Yeah.
They're the best in the X-Men franchise.
Especially the opening one. I thought was dope as fuck.
Oh my god. It's just all right. So like when you open up a movie, when like Wolverine's known for being like raunchy, violent, kills people, dismembers them. When you open up your movie and the first line's "fuck," you know it's going places, and then he just tears the shit out of people throughout this entire movie, and it's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. What?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I agree with you. I mean, it's vicious. That's what it is.
Oh, it's feral.
When he cuts the guy's arm off, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then he like stabs the guy through the chin and rips his hat open.
I'm like, oh shit.
Holy shit.
So yeah, there's that part. There's a part where Dr. Octopus, that guy, the guy in the chair, fucking Patrick Stewart.
Dr. Octopus.
The Professor X, there you go.
Yeah.
He's having his brain seizure thing that's
Yeah.
like fucking up all of Las Vegas, I guess.
Yeah.
And everything's like kind of going slow motion because like it's how everyone moves, because they're in so much pain, I think. And he's just kind of like moving around that that hotel like hallway.
Yeah, and he's just
With
like
his claws,
slicing
and
people
like,
up.
and he, like as he's moving throughout the place, he's like also killing people.
It's fucking awesome. But yeah, the action sequences are excellently choreographed. Hugh Jackman really gives us all in it.
Yep.
Great action sequences. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into that. Let's get into those meat and potatoes, the nitty gritty.
The part where we're actually going to start fighting.
No. One thing that I really liked about this movie was its attention to detail. There are 3 instances in which they're very specific. One is in the hallway scene where like everything's in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really cool detail because like
I mean, technically, it wasn't in slow motion just because like it was like
Well, it
everyone
wasn't- yeah, it wasn't, like,
everyone
really
was like
slow motion.
paralyzed, but like
Yeah, it
since
was just, like, paralyzed.
since Logan still has that like kind of healing factor.
yeah, he can't like be
yeah.
affected by it.
Yeah.
So like
Also, funny story. We're like when me and Nick saw this. We had Nick on our show before, and we were like, yeah, why? Like we came out of it like, why exactly was he so old now? Because like the difference between the Wolverine and Logan, I don't know how many years that was.
so like here's the thing, right? So
Yeah.
you know how like X-Men fucked up its timeline.
Yeah, but when we like as soon as I came back to my dorm, I'm like, oh shit! The whole plot of the Wolverine was to make Logan like not have the healing factor anymore and actually age. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to tell you how forgettable that movie, that's the movie I haven't seen since it came out.
I haven't seen the Wolverine
Yeah.
since it came out either.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing, right? So like, I really like the attention to detail that they did with that scene because like, Professor X is arguably the most powerful mutant like in the X-Men like cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Because like they haven't had like Legion or anybody on like that stuff, and he's like arguably the most powerful mutant. So and like. His whole thing is like he's a telepath. Like his brain houses all of his powers. So like to give him Alzheimer's, where the brain is like literally degenerating, was like a really cool idea. To like have everything just kind of like be paralyzed and like him just like fuck up everything because it's implied that he killed all the X-Men by accident because like his Alzheimer's shit. Another really cool detail I really liked was the part where X-24 comes and kills Professor X. Oh yeah, there's probably he's fucking spoilers.
It's gonna be a month, like at least a month since this movie came out.
You fucking seen this movie already. But when X-24 kills Professor X and Logan walks in, he's like holding to and he's like, it wasn't me, because like X-24 is like the direct clone of him.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's like so fucking sad, but like also that's like a really cool detail. And another detail that I really liked was that like Logan, so like whenever he like brings his claws out, it like hurts him, right? And like it didn't really matter because like he had like the healing factor in like previous movies, so it didn't bother him that much. But in this one, like his claws didn't like come out all the way, so he had to like pull them out. Like that one scene where he's like cut up his hand because he had to pull his claw out. I thought that was fucking awesome too. So yeah, the attention to detail in this movie was great. I thought. What's something you liked?
Something that I liked in this movie. I liked X-23.
Oh God, I loved her.
Not only was she just fucking adorable, but like she also spoke Spanish, which made her even cuter.
Yeah, the first time she spoke Spanish was fucking hilarious too.
Yeah, that's another. Like she did a great job, and also I want to point out the comic relief in this movie is also pretty good.
Yes.
But going back to the child, I will say, in the last year or so, child actors.
I was just gonna say that.
Child actors are stepping up to another
They
level.
are between Stranger Things, this, and what else?
Fuck.
Shit. But no. But that's actually a valid point because
those
like,
are
between this and Stranger Things, like child actors have been like really good lately. And speaking of Stranger Things, like to be able to like conglomerate all those like great child actors into one thing is like really good.
Yeah.
So like I'm glad that like studios are like putting more effort into getting child actors instead of having like whiny bitches on the set all the time.
No, I mean some of the kids were all right, and like the other kids that you meet in the movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Was your favorite one the fat black one? Who had the lightning powers?
No,
Okay.
because that was yours.
I mean, no, I was next, but
Oh, okay, of course.
he was talking the entire movie about like, oh, I hope he's gonna do something cool.
No, he did. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he had lightning powers.
he had lightning powers.
Fucking shocked them and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, beautiful job by her.
Yes, she was great. What else?
And then we had the comic relief.
Yes, and there's not a lot of comic relief in this movie, but when there is comic relief, pretty good. Pretty good.
Would you say some of the action serves as comic relief? Like, it's kind of funny to see, like, oh shit, this is so, like, this is R-rated now. Like, oh god.
I hadn't seen Logan. I hadn't seen Logan in like 2 weeks, but
I haven't seen Logan since like the Friday it came out.
yeah, I ended up seeing it again with another friend, but I'm sure I do remember laughing at one action scene, like it was supposed to be like comedic, but like I'm sure they had something in there. I do, but it's like escaping me what scene it is now. But I do remember laughing. It was probably the hallway scene where he's like killing people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that would count.
I feel like most of the comic relief comes between X-23 and Logan.
Yeah, they're dynamic and stuff.
Cause like I don't want to deal with you or anything. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
And then she's just like.
I also really like the one part of comic relief where like you thought like in the trailer it showed like him getting the X-Men comic and he's like, oh yeah, and about half of this shit happened. And it looked like it was gonna be like a bonding scene in the trailer, but then he was like, yeah, it's all fucking bullshit, and he like throws it on the floor, and I was like, oh my god, Logan.
Yeah, and she's like, that's how I imagine she speaks. Like, she's like,
yeah, is she like? Yeah. Is she like the adults in Charlie Brown?
She's that's she's like a totodile.
Another thing I really liked about this movie was I don't know, editing, cinematography were all on point, really.
There are a couple things with the editing that I call like, hey, that doesn't line up.
I think the first, like the intro of the movie, like when he gets shot in the chest by the shotgun by the guys that are trying to take his car out, like that first action scene was like all shaky cam and the editing was really weird. I noticed that, but I think for the most part,
there are a couple parts like I noticed a couple of things in there. I noticed like a couple things more toward the ends when he was like running in the forest, like. Oh, there wasn't a tree to his right, but now there is. Oh, okay. But like then again, they're in a forest. I'm just saying.
I'm just fucking saying.
I'm just saying.
What's the deal with trees, man?
Yeah. Fuck them.
Fuck them. We don't need them. Yeah, actually, we do. But
that's a whole. That's a video for a different channel. But
you're right.
I'm just saying. Like, there's some points with the editing that even someone with me who has no editing skill whatsoever. Except no, I will.
Fucking guy like me.
I will say that the trim tool in Premiere is pretty primo. And the right click and trash
don't even get me started about the selection tool, alright? Let me tell you something.
Look, I'm just saying, like, the editing, there's a couple of scratches here and there, little nitpicky stuff, but nothing to complain about.
There you have it. What?
You know, just a little. Very little, but it's noticeable.
No, I got you. And I just loved, in like, the whole ending, really, for me, was I thought the best part of the movie.
Okay.
How they handled Logan's, final moments was.
You already spoiled it, like the part where
I know. I already said I was gonna put spoilers on it. But how they handled Logan's final moments was fucking majestic. I have to say.
The one thing I don't like about it though was when she was just like, "Oh, there's a cross, and now I'm just gonna make it an X."
That was one of the best final shots in cinematic history. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna put that down as one of the best final shots in cinematic history.
More like trying to shove so much symbolism in my face that I can't.
How is that symbolism?
It's like, oh, like he never was like a man of God. Let's just say exactly, but like. Deep down, you knew that he was like an X-Men. Like he appreciated being a part of them. Even though he said out loud like, "Oh fuck that! Oh, I don't want."
Yeah, but that highlights it. That makes.
But I know that already. You don't have to shove it down my throat.
What do you mean shoving it down your throat? It was just a nice gesture.
Okay, I get it. Fucking stop. I
think you're the only person alive that didn't like that final shot. Literally, the only person alive.
That's the only part I really didn't like about it. Other than that, it's like if you just took the cross away, I would have liked it.
But like, all right, so like you said, like okay, Logan was never a man of God. Then that's even better. She takes the religious symbol, makes it an X, like for the X-Men.
As in like no God here.
No God in my grave. No siree.
Me, my thoughts, and my soul.
Me, my thoughts, and my decomposing corpse. That's what it is.
Just me and rigor mortis.
But yeah, like, but going back to Logan's final moments, like that dialogue between him and X-23, like, dude, like I was fucking.
Yeah, when
bawling.
She said "Daddy," I was like,
I was bawling, like, when she said "Daddy," and then he was like, "So this is what it feels like." Like when he was finally dying, I was like, that sound too in the middle of the theater. It was, So that
I didn't know we were in
that really-
Jurassic World.
that really got me. Other than that, it really like that's everything. Like,
Is the movie
If
perfect?
you haven't
though?
read it-
Is this movie perfect though?
no.
Exactly. Okay.
No, but not by any means. Good transition though. But no, this movie's not perfect, not by any means. But it's a like, honestly, if you've read other reviews of Logan, we're pretty much saying the same
Yeah.
thing. Action was phenomenal, cinematography was good, editing was good, the performances were out of this fucking world. Hugh Jackman gives it all. I really do want to see Hugh Jackman get an Oscar nom for this. I really do. I thought it was worthy of an Oscar nom. He gives it his all in this movie. Patrick Stewart was phenomenal. Boyd Holbrook was an okay villain. He was alright, but he was cool.
But that's like with most Marvel villains, you forget them.
Yeah.
Except if you're like, old, I mean, I really like Ultron, and I mean,
I liked Ultron too.
but
I like Loki too. I
But
like Loki
Loki's
also.
like, okay, like Loki's kind of like they're shoving me down. Like that's another thing they're trying to shove down everyone's throat because everyone likes him. So like, oh, you need more Tom Middleton or Hiddleston. Middleton? Is there not?
Hiddleston.
Is there like a middle guy, like a Tom Middle something?
Tom Middleton.
No. No, there's a guy who's like Tom. I don't remember, but like I can show you later. But
Okay.
he's not like a Marvel guy. But
Excuse me.
yeah, but like they've never been good really with villains,
No, not by any means.
regardless of who's making the movie.
Yeah. And that's kind of unfortunate.
Um,
But like this movie wasn't really about the villain. This is more about like Logan
yeah,
and his.
yeah. It's
final struggle.
that's a
The
whole point.
villain was himself.
Just shut up.
Shut up. But yeah, no, but this movie's not perfect by any means. I only have one gripe with it, and that is the transition between the first act and the second act is really kind of jarring, and like it's a really weird tonal shift, and it's a weird genre shift also because the first part of the movie is just like a character study in a sense with a little bit of action sprinkled throughout, and then the second act is kind of like
Some Salt Bay.
some Salt Bay. And then the second act kind of it goes into a road movie, in a sense.
On the road again.
Yeah, on the road again, and that's where I agree.
Or trucking.
Yeah, and that's where I agree that it gets a little
How's
boring.
trucking go again? I'm sorry.
Trucking?
Trucking. That's the Grateful Dead, isn't it?
I don't like the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't know anyone who's a fan of the Grateful Dead either.
Yeah. Mike Brennan is a Grateful Dead fan. He saw them live on their last tour.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's Mike Brennan.
Yeah, he's fucking Mike Brennan. I got nothing bad to say about that kid. Hey, Mike, if you're listening, I miss you, buddy. Give me a text.
I bet he's a guitar guy at his school.
No, he is the guitar guy at his school.
Does he even go to school? I bet
Yeah, he goes to U Maryland.
Okay.
We should probably stop saying this on
Yeah.
the podcast. Anyway. My only one big gripe with this movie is some of the action scenes were a little too shaky cam for my liking, and the shift in tone between the shift in tone and genre between the first act and the second act were like you said a little bit boring, and it dragged a lot in the second act.
My main gripe with the movie, and it's really my only gripe with the movie, is that every part after the action scene, it got super fucking boring. I took my phone out so many times. Like, holy shit! Like,
What parts were you thinking of?
like, you know, every part that didn't have any action in it. That
So 75% of the movie?
pretty much. I would say 85, but okay.
You thought 85% of the movie was boring?
Yeah, I like nothing really grabbed me. Like it was just like, yeah, we're talking like okay, like Professor X is gonna die soon. I'm gonna die soon. You know I'm gonna die soon. It's kind of just like playing the waiting game at this point for this 2.5-hour movie. Which, by the way, this movie should have been like at most 2 hours. There's a good chunk of this movie you could have chopped out. I think in terms of dialogue.
See, like that's the thing though. Like they took pay cuts so they could get. They filmed like I was reading an article where like everything that was in this movie couldn't be cut. Like everything that was in this movie they wanted to put in.
Okay.
And I agree. Like
that's what they wanted.
I agree.
As the audience, the person they're trying to sell it to, I think like a lot of that stuff could have been cut out. Like, I mean, why the family and have to kill the family? More toward like the second half of the movie.
What do you mean? Why kill the family?
Like
they're harboring Logan in X-23.
I mean, yeah, I know, but like you mean like now you make me like care for them and now they're like dead. Like, were they necessary characters to be implemented in the film? Like if that entire family was not there, but they still somehow found refuge in that house, say it was like an abandoned house or something, would that made the movie any better or anything? Would it get to the same way? Like if the family, if the dad, the mom, and the son, and that ranch house were gone, were not in the movie at all, would it change the movie to you?
Yeah, kinda.
How?
I mean, it'll take out more of the emotional factor, definitely.
I personally felt like nothing that was gained or
You felt like they didn't contribute anything.
they did that. It was just. Oh, we need more actors to pay.
Hey, Eric LaSalle, can you come in here, please? We need you in this movie. Thank you.
Like I said, they really didn't do anything. Like I felt like they didn't need to be in the movie.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Sure. Why not?
Sure.
I mean, I personally, I thought they were fine. You know, whatever. They were in it. And now they're not. They're dead. But hey, it's a thing.
The part where, like when he shoots the X-24 with the shotgun, I thought that was pretty cool, and then he just died. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Like that was really cool. But now you're dead. Oh, now you're dead. Okay.
Yeah, and there was younger Hugh Jackman as X-24, which was cool as fuck. But yeah, Logan. I'm gonna make a bold claim for my rating. So why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this like a 6.5 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm gonna give this up. So he has so Mr. Wolverine has 6.
Mr. Wolverine
has 6 razor claws, metal claws. I'm gonna give him an extra half of one. He can put it wherever, between whatever finger he wants.
Okay.
But he gets that's my rating. He gets
fucking gross.
6.5 razor claws out of 10. He gets the one. He gets the 1/2 of one.
Okay. I would.
I would like steal like 6.5 kids and put them in like a wherever that
Okay.
like, was it the government? Was it like the government that was doing that, or was it some kind of like
It was
company?
like a private organization.
Okay.
It was Weapon X.
I don't read the comics.
No, it like said in the movie it was Weapon X. Well, it didn't
know.
really say in the movie it was Weapon X. It's Weapon X.
Like I said, I still don't know.
It's whatever.
If I didn't pick that up and that's like pretty obvious, then obviously I missed something,
Yes.
or the movie didn't do a good job of doing that. It's either my fault or their fault. I think you should go fuck yourself.
All right, here. I would fuck 9 kids, and I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Just kidding.
No, you really can't put this out.
Yeah, no, not at all. I would turn 9.5 crosses out of 10. I would turn 9.5 crosses into X's out of 10. And my bold claim is that this is the second best superhero movie ever made.
Second to
Dark Knight.
Okay. You're probably wrong with that. Though people will probably agree with you because
Kevin agrees with me. Kevin actually thinks it's the best superhero movie ever made. Which
well, when I told him the Dark Knight, he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that movie." Oh,
I thought he
that
wrote it in
one.
his article.
Did he?
Yeah.
I
gotta reread his article.
Yeah. I wouldn't agree with him if he said that though. Just saying.
I mean, it's just like with Dark Knight, it's just like that came out, and then nothing was the same. Like every superhero movie that came out was because of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, DC hasn't changed their formula because of that movie.
Nope, not at all.
And it only worked that one time because Christopher Nolan knew what he was doing.
And there you go.
And
that's the perfect case of just taking inspiration from the comics, not adapting them page for page. You know what I mean? Like Zack Snyder was trying to do with everything.
what a terrible director.
Zack Snyder gets a lot more shit than he deserves, but he does not know how to adapt. Well, before I say that, Zack Snyder is a visual director. He is great at visuals. He is great at visual effects, great at cinematography, great at editing, great at all that shit.
It's too bad
but
that
he cannot write or pace a story. He cannot do it. That's why the DCCU is fucking awful.
That's why. I mean, if he's a visual director, then why do I have to see his movies? If he's so bent on making me want to see it.
It's just his problem is he doesn't know how to write a movie. He always writes his own movies, or if he doesn't write his movies, he hires terrible writers like David S. Goyer. He just can't do it.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'm holding out for Justice League, I mean, like, hopefully...
That's coming out in November now. They pushed it back, I thought.
Probably reshoots because it's shit. I'm holding out for Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman hasn't been touched by his greasy fingers, unlike Suicide Squad
that's gonna be bad
everything
too.
else. I hope not. I really hope not.
Because, like me, with maybe probably some people out there, I've already given up on this sinking ship.
This is like my last straw.
Yeah,
this is my last straw.
Wonder Woman is probably everyone's last straw, and then not that, it's gotta be Justice League, and Justice League I already know is gonna be bad because they are like the whole like they're gonna try to make Superman like be a surprise guest in it because because remember they killed him off in Batman vs Superman.
Guys, Superman can't fucking die.
Yeah.
Get that through your heads.
Yeah, and they also have him in promotional art for like Justice League.
Really?
Yeah. I remember there's a picture.
Don't they have like him with like a huge beard?
No, I think it's just him clean shaven and like just alongside like Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg.
Wow, that's dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, yep, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that you just did that. So.
Don't worry about it. They can't see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, please don't like now that Jeff Johns, I'm really happy that Jeff Johns is like the head of the creative whatever he is now. I forgot his title, but like he's literally like one of the best living comic writers today, and like hopefully he can really steer this expanded universe or not expanded universe, cinematic universe in the right direction, because he's written some really good shit. Like he's written Flashpoint Paradox, fucking a bunch of good Batman stuff, bunch of great Superman stuff. He's written a bunch of great stuff, and stuff that I can't name off the top of my head right now because I'm an idiot. But I just really hope that with him as the new like creative director or whatever, he can really steer the cinematic universe in the right direction, because God, it really needs a new direction, because the way they're going, oh boy, is gonna why even bother?
Yeah.
Why even bother? So yeah.
Oh, also there's Man of Steel 2. I forgot to mention. They already announced there's
Man of Steel 2.
Yeah,
like a second solo Superman movie.
Yeah, they announced it before Batman vs Superman. I thought you knew about this. Yeah, there's a Man of Steel 2 they want to make.
Oh, whatever. I don't care.
I
rewatched. I actually just did rewatch Man of Steel.
As in like, he's not dead. It's the worst kept secret in all of movies.
It's fucking dumb. Whatever. Well, it showed at the end of the movie he wasn't dead anyway, because like the coffin opened a little.
Yeah, but that would require you having to see the movie though.
Yeah, true that. So I actually wanted to talk to you.
Or at least stay until the end of the movie.
I actually wanted to talk to you about this because I ended up rewatching Man of Steel.
And it's shit.
Chill out. I ended up rewatching Man of Steel, and it's not as good as I remembered.
In fact,
it's like a 6. Honestly,
it's not a good. I don't like. It's a terrible movie. I hate it.
There's a lot of really bad things with that movie.
Because you know why? This is why I hate Man of Steel.
Superman is the worst part of that movie. And so is Lois Lane. Superman and Lois Lane are the two worst parts of that movie.
The worst part about that movie is the fact that, well, I mean, there's a lot of bad parts about that movie. The fact that Lois Lane has more screen time than Superman is one problem in a movie about the Man of Steel.
Yes.
My other problem is that the reason why I don't like it, everyone made fun of me, and that's the whole reason this whole cinematic universe is being established now. In high school, I got made fun of so much because I didn't like Man of Steel because they destroyed the city too much. There's too much collateral damage. You don't know what the plot point of Batman vs Superman was? Batman was so pissed off with the fact that he pretty much destroyed the city that something has to be taken care of with that.
That's so dumb. I was pissed off at that too. I walked out of the theater. I remember we saw it together. I walked out of the theater. I was like, why did they destroy the city?
People in high school, I remember. Remember, were yelling at me because that was such a fucking stupid idea.
Not
there was a reason to be.
And then it became the main plot point of Batman v Superman.
Then it became the main plot point of Batman vs Superman, and then everyone went to go see that, and everyone hated it. And I'm like, you fucking see, this is what I've been trying to warn you.
That's stupid.
Granted, I was hyped for Batman vs Superman because I knew it was a good idea. It just fucked up.
If they just didn't try to adapt so many comic books into one thing, and like the problem was, see, the reason that Dark Knight and like Batman Begins and all that shit is so good is because Christopher Nolan was like, okay, these are comics. I'm gonna take ideas from these. I'm not gonna try to adapt them panel for panel. Like what Zack Snyder did. He was like, okay, I'm going to take Dark Knight Returns, Injustice, Flashpoint Paradox, a sprinkle of whatchamacallit, sprinkle of Superman: Gods Among Us. Just like whatever, dude. It was so dumb. Worst movie of last year. Couldn't stand it. Extended edition wasn't bad. Gotta say, it wasn't good. But it wasn't bad.
I'm not gonna see it.
Don't bother, because if you didn't like Batman v Superman, I was actually surprised that I actually liked it a little bit more.
Do I like Batman v Superman?
It's your least favorite movie ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was Pitch Perfect.
It was.
Did it really go that low?
Yeah.
Would you rather watch Pitch Perfect than Batman v Superman?
Yeah, because at least I can look at Anna Kendrick all the whole movie.
True. Yeah, but I could look at Amy Adams.
Yeah, but like, you can watch Man of Steel and watch her more than Superman.
Yeah, true. All right, you know what? I think we're gonna cut it here.
Then again, you go watch any movie that stars Amy Adams, and rather than Man of Steel or Batman v Superman.
That you can. So yeah, I think we're gonna cut it here. Some future announcements. I really want to do a Power Rangers episode. I know you don't want to see it.
I would see it now.
Would you really?
First off, calm your fucking tits, man.
Dude, I really want to see it.
Because
I love Power Rangers.
Because as of this recording, there are reviews coming out saying, hey, this movie actually doesn't suck. So I'm like, okay, fucking, I'll take that challenge up.
All right.
I would see it.
I can't wait.
We gotta figure out when.
I really want to see it. Just saying. I really want to see it. So probably going to do that. We were talking about doing a Ghost in the Shell review, like the original Ghost in the Shell review, before this new one comes out, because I really want to see the new Ghost in the Shell movie, because I'm a really big fan of the original. It's my favorite anime. Like
I said,
besides
we'll see. We'll see what these.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on in the future. But you know, if we end up not seeing it, hopefully I could do a one-off of Ghost in the Shell. And Power Rangers or something. Maybe we'll see them together. I don't know, dude. Like, schedules are fucking. Yeah. So yeah. Hey. Thanks y'all. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah. I agree.
That's Gabs for you. And there it is again. Alrighty. I'm Deej.
I'm Gabs.
And
this is what our outro looks like.